score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come out here in the eye. Again, it's Murray. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Muscles him off. And the decision to bring it out will cost him a couple yards. He's out of bounds right around the 23. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Try it again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
10 yards to go on 3rd. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he's brought down after a good gain.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that's off the mark, incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. We've got a 3rd and 11. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
A great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. On second down, here's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's third down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Well, partner, now that the regular season is here, the fantasy football drafts are in the books, but I envy you, my friend, because you don't do fantasy football, so you don't have to watch an angst and cheer for certain players. You're neutral.
But what I keep hearing from everyone and just observing throughout the season, I'm missing a whole lot of fun because people are locked in and making sure their rosters are set. So now, as we head towards week 1, I know you and the rest of the people who are playing, make sure you've got everything set up so you don't miss it, right? Because otherwise that can ding you each and every week, correct?
Correct. That's why, I don't know, I enjoy your cool, calm, and collective nature without fantasy football, though. Now Ryan on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away.
And Freeman lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Shotgun now for Carr. And Roberts with it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We saw 5 receivers out there, 3rd down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass rush and try and bat it away.
Now Carr going to give to Olawale. And he'll be taken down at the 34. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. 7 yards to go on second down. They come up in an offset eye. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the fourth.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Look at that play by Khalil Mack, another tackle for loss. I don't know how you game plan against him because he can do a little bit of everything, and he does it with such an explosive flair, too.
On second down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Here's Ryan to throw. That is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, Ryan. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they be.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Latavius Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And the Raiders have got him. Jihad Ward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Third and long. It's Ryan. They've got his man complete. And he's brought down after a good game.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, Ryan. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They go with Murray again. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third. They come out here in the eye. On third down, Murray. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. He lost 2, and it brings up fourth. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Taken from just outside the 30. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
From midfield now. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bruce Irvin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here we go. It's Ryan on fourth down. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Reggie Nelson. So out come the Raiders. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this.
It's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now, to put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands.